so much for taking the time to have a chat with us. I suppose the final thing I wanted to ask was, what is an exercise that fantasy writers can do that you sort of give in your workshops?
Okay, well, one of the things I often get people to do is what I call impressionist writing, and that is where I suggest they observe life, which sounds kind of like a weird thing to ask fantasy writers to do, but in the end, all good writing is simply good writing. I don't really differentiate in workshops between good fantasy writing and good not fantasy writing. In fact, fantasy writing is simply harder than realism as far as I can see. But one of the things you can do is you put yourself somewhere and you allow yourself to just simply take notes on life, to be a cipher, so that you sit, say, in an art gallery or at a bus station or train station or in a museum, somewhere where there's a lot of passing traffic, and all you do is write down any sounds you hear. That means the sounds of traffic or someone walking past humming a song or a snatch of conversation or the wind blowing or a piece of tin clattering or whatever, some kind of sound like that, or a humming from some machine somewhere nearby, a snatch of a song coming from a radio, and you write down in between that the odd thought that drifts through your mind. You don't let yourself go away into complete stream of consciousness thinking. You just let yourself notice what's happening. If someone walks by, you note something about them, a couple of things that you let your mind just notice it. And when you come to the end of, say, an hour, you'll do what, in fact, we give ourselves no time to do in life anymore. We've always got a head plugged into something, and we're always talking to someone. And if we're not talking to someone, we've got the phone on or the iPad on. So this allows you also to have time to think, which is essential for any writer under any circumstances. And you don't feel efficient. If you're not in the world that we live in, you don't feel efficient unless you're doing something. But as a writer, a little inefficiency is necessary, no matter what kind of writing you do. And impressionist writing gives you permission to just simply sit and notice things. And the best thing to notice is, what do I hear? What do I see? What do I smell? What do I taste? And what do I touch? And just notice those things in passing. And at the end of that, if you build a story, any kind of fantasy story, in which you engage even a third of those impressions, it will feel real. And that goes to back what I was saying earlier about needing to fill your world out and make it feel real. This is one of the ways to do it.